You know that feeling when you pick up a cheap backyard grill and it sputters out halfway through a burger night, leaving you with half-cooked meat and a whole lot of frustration. You end up wondering if splurging on a bigger nameplate really makes a difference, or if you're just swapping one disappointment for another. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The Blaze Outdoor Grill tries to position itself as the professional-grade solution for anyone who wants a serious cooking surface without stepping into a commercial kitchen. At first glance, the 34-inch stainless body, 3 burners, a rear infrared sear station, and integrated lighting look like they belong on a patio that doubles as a chef's playground. That promise is tempting, especially if you've spent a summer wrestling with flimsy patio burners that lose heat the moment you open the lid. But the question is whether the extra hardware translates into a smoother, more reliable grilling experience or just adds more points of failure. Let's start with the practical side of getting this thing out of the box. Assembly is not a weekend project, but it's not a full-day ordeal either. The grill comes on a wheeled cart with a hinged door and 2 drawers, so you have to line up the frame, bolt the burners, attach the infrared module at the rear, and then connect the propane regulator. If you're comfortable with basic hand tools and have a clear, level space for the 34-inch footprint, you'll be fine. The real hidden trade-off is the size. The cart takes up a decent chunk of yard real estate, which means you need a permanent spot near a gas line or a very long hose. That can be a deal-breaker for renters or folks with small patios. Now, assuming you've cleared the space and the grill is finally lit, what does the cooking experience feel like? The 3 main burners deliver a decent spread of flame across the cooking surface, and the rear infrared burner does what it says on the tin. It gives you a blast of high heat for quick sears. I tried a classic steakhouse test, a ribeye, salted, peppered, and slammed onto the infrared zone for a minute per side. The crust formed quickly, and the interior stayed pink, which is exactly the sear and finish technique many home chefs chase. That's a clear win for anyone who wants that restaurant-style char without a separate searing pan. The grill lights are another practical nicety. They're tucked into the cart's frame and cast a focused glow over the grates, which makes night grilling less of a guessing game. I used them for a low-light family dinner, and the illumination was bright enough to see when the burgers were ready to flip but not so harsh that it felt like a workbench. For people who love late summer cookouts that stretch into twilight, this feature saves you from the hassle of pulling out a separate lantern or setting up a portable spotlight. On the flip side, there are a few weaknesses that become apparent once you move beyond the novelty factor. First, the propane consumption is higher than you'd expect from a standard 3-burner model. The infrared burner draws a lot of fuel, so a single 20-pound tank can run out in a couple of evenings of heavy use. That adds up in cost, especially if you're grilling several times a week. Second, the cart's drawers are shallow, which is fine for tools and small condiments but not ideal for storing larger items like a meat thermometer or a small cutting board. You'll quickly find yourself reaching for a separate storage solution, negating the all-in-one vibe the marketing promises. Another practical consideration is the lifetime warranty they tout. In theory, a lifetime guarantee should give you peace of mind, but the reality of warranty claims on large outdoor appliances can be murky. Most manufacturers require you to ship parts back to a central facility, and the process can be slow. If you're buying this grill because you expect it to survive years of harsh weather, you'll want to double-check the warranty's fine print and maybe set aside a budget for potential repairs. The single rating of 1.0 out of 5 stars that I saw suggests at least one owner ran into a problem serious enough to leave a scathing review, though without details it's hard to know if that was a defect, an installation mistake, or just a mismatch of expectations. So who should actually consider the Blaze Outdoor Grill? If you're an avid backyard chef who already owns a reliable propane setup, enjoys experimenting with high-heat sears, and has a dedicated spot where the cart won't be moved around, this grill could be a worthwhile upgrade. The infrared burner and